This is James Hendricks with the Black Sheep Reports. Today's Independence Day, and I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. And for Independence Day, I just want to give you two reasons why I think that really needs to be changed in America. I find the two worst things, and it hits home the most. Starting off with number one, the poverty/homeless rate in this country. More than 16 million children in the United States, 22% of the children, live in families with income below the federal poverty level. That's $23,550 a year for families of four. Families need an income of twice that level to just cover basic expenses. A straggling 2.5 million children are now homeless each year in America. In January 2014, committees across America identified 49,933 homeless veterans during point-in-time counts, which represents 8.6% of the total homeless population. It is becoming harder and harder just to make it in this country. People are having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to support their children, and to find out that still isn't enough. So they go to get government assistance, and at times that isn't enough for families. This constant cutting of food stamps and other government assistance is just going to cause more people to get frustrated with the system, which can easily start the flames for a revolution. Number two, war. The people in this country are starting to get sick and tired of their families dying in pointless wars. Whether that be the war in Iraq, where we invaded a country on false pretext of weapons of mass destruction. Let's not forget, none of the 9/11 hijackers were from Iraq, but all of them but 2 were from Saudi Arabia. Yet, we attacked Iraq. Why? So Dick Cheney, the vice president, can make $1.8 billion? America has been at war 93% of the time. 222 out of the 239 years since 1776. Pick any year since 1776, and there's about 91% chance that America was involved in some war during that calendar year. No U.S. president truly qualifies as a peacetime president. Instead, all U.S. presidents can technically be considered war presidents. The U.S. has never gone a decade without war. The only time the U.S. went 5 years without war, 1935 to 1940, was during the isolationist period of the Great Depression. The line "land of the free" is beginning to become quite obscure. When our founding fathers conquered this nation, they placed guidelines that posed as the foundation to a great nation. At that time, it was a task that was easily to accomplish. A fresh new country in a time that lacked technology. They believed they created a free world perfect for any man. Yet, that was about 250 years ago. And it was time where they laid down their blueprints of lies and corruption and deceived the world to believe it was an equal and fair place. The freedom was there, but it hid behind a thick wall of greed. Their predecessors over the next couple centuries had to arise to the new technologies, which endowed our sense of freedom. The internet and satellites gave the leaders the power they strived, and soon privacy was lost. New amendments only seem to cause strict guidelines to the American way of life, not to mention the way people thought back then was far from different from now. The average person who receives equal rights, the perfect symbol to stand for "we the people," in which they presume the dominant human, was the typical white man. Any other race or even women were looked down upon. As they gained their rights, we as a nation felt obligated to redeem ourselves. Yet, now any other train of thought is frowned upon and unacceptable. It seems as if the government and society are forcing acceptance, yet are diminishing the freedom they stood up for centuries. The media brainwashed us to believe there's only one right way to look at things, and looking at it any other way makes you a bad person. The media blames guns for crimes we face, and suddenly people are burning their weapons and going against the right to bear arms, not thinking maybe it's the people who are at fault. We're catered the ones who are usually at fault for this nation's problems, thus creating a country where the people are striving on poverty as the government gives them what they need, which eventually rids the motivation for them to do things on their own. Since our founding fathers, it has become the land of the free and the home of the greed. Revolution to wipe the land of the lies it was unknowingly built upon. No more government eye watching us from the technology that binds us together on our everyday life. No more media brainwashing. No more catering of those who bring us down. The government now not have the capabilities to do so, but we as the people can stand together from atop of our empire that we took from the greedy leaders, and we look down upon a truly free land, a paradise that we created from a revolution to prosperity we achieve. So may the eyes of the revolution guide us all. This has been James Hendricks with the Black Sheep Report. Subscribe if you're new. The links are below. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Our page is Media on 9/11. Thank you. Peace.